watched that match,
Yeah.
she just it's unbelievable. It's not believable that she can lose. She's just physically bigger, stronger. I mean, I just think it's bullshit.
Salute wrestling friends, and welcome to the Goodbread Wrestling Channel, also known as Figure 4 TV. Now today, we're going to talk about IYO Sky and some comments that Hall of Famer Kevin Nash made about IYO Sky. Now, if y'all watch my channel, y'all know I'm not too big on IYO Sky. I'm an Oscar head. I'm a Julia fan now. You know what I mean? I've never been big on IYO Sky, even when she was in NXT. And let's go back. IYO Sky was in NXT when NXT was getting gutted. Vince McMahon was pulling everybody from NXT. Everybody that Triple H was starting storylines with, Vince McMahon was pulling them, and all he had left was IYO Sky. So he started having IYO. He highlighted IYO, and her highlight match was in the War Games. And after IYO did the War Games, that's what Triple H grew accustomed to IYO Sky for. Like, she's a spot junkie, guys. She's no different than a female Jeff Hardy. Like, and her run with the title is just that. Like, Jeff Hardy, we don't remember Jeff. We like the fact that he won the title, right? But we don't respect the fact that we don't mention him in the names of champions that won the title. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, guys? Like, CM Punk far surpassed him. And that's what I see IYO Sky future as. And this is no knock to her. I know a lot of people like IYO, but I don't see what they see in IYO Sky. I don't see it. I never saw what they saw. Like, guys, put it in the chat. And don't go on attack. Don't attack me. If you like her, put what you like about her. Other than that, she looks like one of these anime cartoons, and you know how the pervs and the IWC is. Y'all got y'all thing about these women that look like they anime ready. And what do you see in this woman as far as professional wrestling? She is a cheesy good guy because not for nothing. Nobody wants to see a good guy, a good woman, Asian. Nobody wants to see the over Asian unless they are a heel, and that might be racist. You can say all you want. Why is Shinsuke not over, guys? When Shinsuke is that overly babyface, the Japanese that's overly babyface, and why is he not over? Why do we have to turn him heel in order for him to win the United States Championship, only to drop it back to LA Knight? Because, again, the culture do not want to see no happy-go-lucky Asian. They want to see sneaky Asians, and they've been programmed in us since back in the days in our cartoons. Walt Disney, guys, you can go do your research. But I don't know what y'all see in IYO Sky, guys, at all. Now let's get to what Kevin Nash had to say about
her. Was Rhea.
Yeah.
And what happened with her title?
Unless she lost.
She did.
She's never beaten that girl.
So here, once again, we're laying some groundwork, right, for the coming event.
For everything that was wrong with Seth Rollins' costume,
everything was right.
Everything was right with Rhea's.
Go back one. There was actually perfect timing on that. No, where were we? No, go one more. There we go. Illustrating. That's all right.
That's not her.
There's one of her on the mat. There you go. That's somewhat impressive.
That's not the one we want.
Yeah, it's a better one.
We don't have a good shot. Let's just move on.
This is what WWE has given us to work with here. So anyway, so
I just thought that when I watched that match,
yeah,
she just it's unbelievable. It's not believable that she can lose. She's just physically bigger, stronger. I mean, it's just. I just think it's bullshit.
See, and what Kevin Nash mean by it's not believable because it's pro wrestling. Anything is believable, and that's what creates the story. So I kind of disagree with him about the believability part. But what he should have explained better is it's face on face. Like, ain't it all three of them faces? Even though the crowd is on to Bianca, the crowd is booing Bianca because of the other storyline. So they know it's gonna merge into booing Bianca. So they just practicing booing Bianca. But as far as Io and Rhea, when you put two faces in there, when you put a face Rhea, it's going to dominate a face Io. Now, it becomes more believable if Io Sky is that Asian foreign heel that we talk about, that we speak of. If you put that Asian Io in there and you got Rhea in there as a baby face, now you get what I'm saying? But a baby face Io, who's laughing and jiggling and dancing and not cheating, not doing manipulative stuff, is not going to beat a baby face over Rhea. It's not going to happen.
But isn't that the conundrum you get into when you get a star that's so effective and believable and well built and it functions on all levels? She's great on the promo and everything.
Yeah,
how do you
but
fucking beat her.
But is it, but you give me a babyface match?
Right.
Sometimes I'm just lost for words.
It's exciting, though, that, I was lamenting a few weeks ago when I was like, I guess it's too late to get Rock involved. And I think I was thinking about the year prior. I think Rocky was like in January. The pieces were starting to move into place. Or he was at least on TV. And
you knew he was. No, you knew, yeah.
And so, with a couple of months passing, I was like, all right, I guess we're not going to get anything. He's off television. And I'm enjoying watching all the pieces come together. So now you got the major pieces in play. And
I'll tell you right now, Bianca versus this the Japanese girl is. I heard a distinct moan from the Buffalo crowd, like, oh.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah.
And I mean, I know she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, that's not.
She works her ass off. I mean, it's a great moment for her. I'm happy for her. It's storyline wise, it wasn't what I was looking for. So.
But it'll probably go back to Rhea, right? At Mania.
Well, I don't know. Bianca's a fucking babyface too.
Where does Io Sky fit in with these two? She's very athletic, but she's diminutive to the physical.
She's diminutive. She doesn't have the fluidity. Her striking's not. I don't think her striking's believable. She does okay with her feet. She does well reversing moves but that's all that. That's that shit we're hoping. It looked like Rhea's going to watch it in slow motion for the 9th time. You realize, oh, she got her legs under. It's like a Canadian destroyer move. Every time you see that, you're like, so who got hurt? They didn't both get hurt? Like,
right.
You
Oh, yeah, but she
clearly, Io is a system player, and all them accolades is weak. Remember, guys, we in the era where people got title runs, and they shouldn't even have title runs. They just stat padding and just padding on to the stats like Jey Uso. 2 years from now, we're going to be like, Jey Uso was an Intercontinental Champion. Was he really an Intercontinental Champion? Y'all just be satisfied that these people hold the title and just, oh, they had this title and that title. And that's not how it's supposed to work. But unfortunately, they better kick this feud right here. They better kick this into high gear because the emotional investment into this feud is not there. You know what I mean? Granted, they made it a triple threat match because they know we didn't want to see Io against any one of these ladies, Rhea or Bianca, by herself. Because EO, how do you go from challenging and losing for every title except for the women's title, get the women's title, and now you go into WrestleMania again? Remember, she was transitioning the championship just last year with Bayley, guys. Like, don't forget, guys. Come on, you know, that's what we here for. We here to keep you thinking. Like, so you could already X out EO, guys. So, like I told you, one of my next videos is going to be my WrestleMania full prediction card. But as I'm going through these matches and these storylines, I'll give you guys my individual prediction for this one, guys. So, in this match, I predict disqualification because it's missing something, guys. It's missing a Jade Cargill interjection because Jade Cargill had not had one interaction with Bianca Belair yet at all, right? Not one. And this is going to be the day because we need a disqualification so that Bianca could stay and remain undefeated at WrestleMania. She cannot risk a pin. She can't risk getting pinned. She can't risk EO pinning Rhea or Rhea pinning EO because that still count as a loss at WrestleMania in the triple threat. So this is gonna end in a disaster. EO somehow, some way will worm up out of there, and the feud gonna start. It's gonna pick up between them three women. You know what I mean? Three major players: Rhea, Jade, and Bianca. That's my prediction for this match. You know what I mean? I would be shocked if Bianca Belair wins the title. And I mean, I know they need Bianca or Jade to go into their match with the championship. But I'd be shocked if Bianca wins. So I'm thinking EO, I'm going to pick safe. Think EO going to worm out of there with the title because of disqualification. Something crazy going to happen. All right, guys. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about what Kevin Nash said about EO. How you feel about EO. Like, share, subscribe. Only if you're a wrestling fan, yo. Only if you love wrestling should you subscribe over here, because that's all we do. All we do is give our wrestling opinion, guys. So I'll see you guys later.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.